Hey man, it's your boy Kage SMG back with another video, man, and today, you can tell by the thumbnail, you can tell by the title, exactly what's going on, bro. Back with another discussion video, once again, focusing on Marvel's Avengers, bro. Last episode, we did Ant-Man and the Wasp for this series of how would they play in game. Today, we will be focusing on Vision, man. Now, this is the last character I'm going to be doing for a while, man. Just like the recent characters I've been doing, I waited on them. I'm finally having them out now, but, you know, characters like Falcon, Quake, Mockingbird, and all those, I might wait on them just to see, you know what I'm saying, if there's any other leaks or data mine came on them from, you know, other people. I don't do any other data mine things, but if you get any other teasers to them, you know, see how the future of the game is looking as of now, because we're just now about to get that second roadmap coming up, you know, Spider-Man, She-Hulk, Winter Soldier, that whole situation. I want to see how that's looking and, you know, progressing into these characters, Vision and all that, so then I can start making, you know, how would they plays for Falcon and all that. So this is the last one for now. It might take a little minute until I come back to these, but yeah, that's that, man. Anyway, the Vision, let's start off straight into the story, man. This is kind of going to be similar to the last episode because, you know, Vision, Ultron, the Wasp, and Ant-Man, I feel like are going to be heavily connected in this game, similar to how they are in the comics, and, you know, overall with the whole Hank Pym creating Ultron and Ultron pretty much creating Vision, or correct me if I'm wrong, but I think his name was what was his name, Dr. Horton, I believe. Ultron went and got Dr. Horton to create Vision from the first Human Torch. I believe that's how it went in the comics. And you know, obviously we could go in that route for the story. I honestly don't know. I know for a lot of characters I think they should skip the origin, but since we don't already have Ultron, or they haven't already mentioned Ultron before, and that's something we see kind of progressing now, that pretty much means Vision isn't a character in this universe unless they're gonna, you know, change that around. But, you know, without Ultron being here in this game universe now, it would make sense that Vision isn't around either. So with that being said, I feel like the game will kind of show the origin a little bit, but maybe change it up. You know, I don't know if they're gonna go with Ultron getting Dr. Horton and, you know, coming from the Human Torch and getting Wonder Man's brain, you know, in Vision and all that. I don't know if they're gonna do all of that type of stuff, but it would be nice if they could maybe hint at it. Maybe they can talk about Wonder Man. Maybe he's not in the game, they just, you know, have his brain saved. Like, I think that's how it happened in the comics. Tony Stark had his conscience or whatever, his brain basis or whatever, saved up, and they put that in Vision. So maybe they could do something like that. Also in the comics though, Vision did start off kind of bad. Him and Ultron were both attacking the Avengers, so maybe they can go on that route. Maybe they can make it where Hank Pym creates both. Maybe he creates Ultron and that goes bad, so maybe Hank Pym tries to, you know, make a new one, a better one, a good one, being Vision, but he ends up getting corrupted by Ultron attacking the Avengers, and then you know, he gets fixed with the whole Wonder Man situation. Or they can go in a movie route where they figure out some type of way to get Jarvis in there, man, because there was actually some audio clip leaked a while ago by Miller. I know many of you guys know him on Twitter, but we don't know if it's Vision. It sounds like it could be, but it also could just be Jarvis audio without the robotic effect. I'm gonna play it in the background.
You've almost won. Keep up the pressure.
Now with that clip right there, man, like I was saying, that could easily just be a Jarvis clip without the whole robotic effect on it. You know, I doubt Vision has any movement far as his character progression, you know, what they're working on. I'm pretty sure he's still just a placeholder right now in the game, but he is still there in the, you know, in the game, in the data mines and all that. So I doubt that's his audio, that's supposed to be his voice, but you never know. But anyway though, yeah, maybe they could get Jarvis to be the brain, or Wonder Man. I just feel like with the Wonder Man and the Human Torch, that's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, not too much, but I just don't know how they'll go about it, you know, just out of nowhere adding all this other stuff. But I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I'll be down with whatever, long as it's smooth. I love a good story. But you guys let me know how y'all feel about the story, or what type of twists or different thing they can make for the game. Now, as far as locations, I didn't really talk about too many locations for Ant-Man and the Wasp because I couldn't really think of a good one for them. But as far as Vision and this whole Ultron phase in general, I was thinking maybe we could finally get the Avengers Tower tower back. You know, by this time, if we're going in these phases, we should be done with the whole Kree thing. Maybe by then, by like the time we get Captain Marvel back in game, you know, the world is starting to accept us. They see AIM for what they really are, yada yada yada. They love the Avengers again, and we get our popularity back, our respect back, and we get our tower back, man. I feel like that would be a beautiful outpost. I know a lot of people want that outpost, man. It would be smooth, especially with all the characters coming in. We have that more space. Everybody will have a room and stuff like that. And yeah, man, I feel like with Vision coming in the game as well. I thought about this a while ago, but you know how everybody can go pick up Thor's hammer, well, try to at least, you know, in the movie. I don't know if Vision could pick it up in the comics, but he did pick it up in the movie. It would be funny if they had that in there. You know, he walks in and just picks up Thor's hammer and like spinning around or something. I feel like that would be smooth, but definitely Avengers Tower. I hope we can get that back. Tony can get some money, start wearing suits again. But that's that for the story and location. Now for some of the villains, man, obviously we're gonna have Ultron. That definitely has to be the main villain, you know, for Vision and all that. But another villain we could possibly see is Grim Reaper. Now I said Grim Reaper could be a villain for Scarlet Witch, but I actually think Wonder Man and Grim Reaper are brothers. So in the game, if they want to take the whole Wonder Man route with Vision and all that stuff, we could possibly see Grim Reaper later on down the line, or within that same update for Vision. But that's just a thought, you know what I'm saying? It did pop up when I was looking at some of the connections and enemies and stuff for Vision. Grim Reaper could be one of them, so that's that. Now let's move on into the moveset, man. Now looking this up and trying to find clips, looking stuff up from the comics, to me it doesn't really seem like Vision has any signature moves, attacks, or anything other than the, you know, beam he shoots out his head, the gem anyway. Most definitely that's the signature move. I feel like that's going to be incorporated a lot in his moveset, as well as phasing through objects and opponents. Those two things right there I definitely want to see a lot. But as far as the combos, you know, punching and all that, I feel like in the game, you know, when I'm thinking about the movies, I got a lot of this when I'm about to say from the movies, how I seen him fighting there. It's almost not angelic, but kind of like really light. I don't know, I feel like he was going to be floating a lot, you know, when he's fighting, almost like he's moving slow, but he still has that power because he is strong, you know what I'm saying, and he can fight. But I feel like, I don't know, he's gonna be like graceful fighting, you know what I'm saying, majority punches, but just smooth with it, like float like a butterfly, sting like a bee type fighting. You know what I'm saying? But that's that for the combos. Like I was saying, in between combos, definitely phasing through your enemies. Hopefully we can phase through actual walls, you know, something that's on the other side. I doubt we can phase through like a mountain or anything like that, but something we can go through that could definitely be the intrinsic right there, man. Phasing, holding that down, you can, you know, any bullets coming at you will go straight through you, enemies will punch through you, yada yada yada. I definitely see that being the intrinsic right there. Now for the range, obviously he has the beams he can shoot out from the gem in his head. I don't know if he has any blasts he can shoot with his hand. For the range, I could definitely see him just shooting like short beams out of his head, not like a long one, just like a short little, you know, like little thing like that. Now for his heroics, man, once again, like I said, there's not too many signature moves I've really seen him doing other than his phasing and shooting the beam. You guys can always correct me down in the comments, but for the heroics and his support anyway, I really didn't know of a move he could do, you know what I'm saying. Now Vision is very smart, you know what I'm saying, that's one of his main things. So maybe for support, I don't know how it really work in game, but what if he could kind of predict or maybe calculate his enemy's movements? I don't know how that would work in game though, but maybe it can be some sort of support like that where he kind of knows what's about to happen, or I guess it can be like an auto evade or an auto phase thing maybe, or maybe it can be similar to Iron Man's support where your energy meter, your intrinsic meter is full for a while, and you can just keep phasing through stuff, can't take any damage, everything that comes at you just goes through you, something like that. Maybe for the intrinsic, I don't know. Obviously they could maybe do a barrier. It would be kind of cool if in the game, if they go in a route where Jarvis ends up being the, I guess, mine or whatever for Vision, if you could have a Jarvis barrier be your support, you know what I'm saying, instead of having it on certain gear, certain perk. If you're using Vision and you have a support, that would be Jarvis barrier. It would go to you and everybody on your team. Hopefully by then they can at least change how Jarvis barrier looks, or have us be able to turn off HUD, because Jarvis barrier is kind of like bruh when it's on your character. But I don't know what else we could really do for support. You guys can let me know down in the comments. Now for the assault heroic, definitely want to see a long beam coming from his head. Now that sounds weird, but him shooting those beams from the gem in his head is definitely one of his signatures, man. Gotta see that as an assault, just like a mega beam, pretty much like the unit beam that Iron Man does, but from his head. You know what I'm saying? Can be done in the sky, on the ground, yada yada yada. Can change his skills around and make it be longer. You can have up to 3 or something, 3 shorter ones or just a long one. Very similar to the unit beam that Iron Man has in game right there. Now for the ultimate, man, I really don't know what a good one can be. The only one I came up was one of the moves he has in Contest of Champions. Now obviously he can phase and all that, go through walls. Now the move you're seeing in the background, you can see him go underground, because you know certain skills or different ways you could, you know, change it up a little. You know, the way I'm thinking about it will be similar to Thor's ultimate, you know, when he summons the Bifrost and all that, and it's like a circle on the ground and you go to what enemy you want to drop down on. It could be for Vision. He goes underground, you find the enemy you want to go to, and then once you select that enemy, you come out of the ground with like a hard punch and then maybe a different type of beam from the gem, and that would just, you know, kill your opponent right there. Obviously we can have different ways to change it up in the skill tree, you know what I'm saying, different side effects or perks, you know, different type of things they can do with that move. But that's all I could really come up with for the ultimate. Now I didn't mention this earlier, but obviously he can fly, you know what I'm saying. Definitely a mix of, I would say, Captain Marvel and Thor instead of Iron Man and Thor. I feel like Captain Marvel and Thor, put them together, you'll really get Vision far as flight, probably far as combat as well, but far as flight, most definitely. Like I was saying earlier, man, it's almost angelic, especially in the MCU. He floats so like gracefully, you know what I'm saying, especially when he's landing, so smooth. But yeah, man, that's honestly pretty much it. There isn't too many special moves or gadgets that Vision uses. He's just a strong fighter and you know, very smart and can phase yourself. That's really his thing right there. So as far as combat and the moveset, this is all I could really think of, come up with. Like always though, leave down in the comments some of your ideas, suggestions. Let me know if I was wrong or anything. And yeah, this is gonna be the last one for now. Discussion videos will always be a thing, but this certain series anyway, I'm gonna take a break again. And yeah, man, coming into 1 year on this game, man. This game has did a lot for me on the channel. You guys love this content. I love this game. Definitely excited to see this new roadmap, and yeah, just see how far this game is gonna go. I have complete faith in it. I'm gonna ride with it until the wheels fall off. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. If you enjoyed any part of this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell so you know when I'm posting, man. Share the content, share the channel, do all of that. I'll see y'all in the next one. It's your boy KyleGetSomeG. Peace.